The second generation 2014 Toyota Tundra has been redesigned to compete with very tough competition like Dodge, Ford, and Chevy. So will they pull it off? Let's find out. While it's the same size as the outgoing Tundra, it looks a bit tougher. Subtle body changes have made it look more aggressive and ready to take on whatever you can throw at it. This one has the optional bed liner. Notice the lights for loading at night too, nice touch. It's actually available in 2 different bed sizes too. It really looks like an American truck, and for Toyota and the Tundra, I think that means success. The interior has been subtly redesigned too to make it a bit more user-friendly. The heated leather, power-operated seats are large and supportive too. You get a very large armrest in the middle. Open it up and you reveal very large storage plus 1 charger. Moving forward, there's a storage tray and 2 cup holders. You do get a manual shift option on the transmission. A shallow tray for storage here plus another cup holder, and then storage along the side. Here you have 2 more chargers plus USB and aux inputs too. Moving up onto the dash, you have your dual zone climate control. Here's the controls for the heated seats. Just to the left of that is your all-wheel drive mode. You can select 2-wheel drive, 4 high, or push for 4 low. Here you have the infotainment screen, which also houses your backup camera. You can sync it with your phone, Toyota Entune, and that way you can have all your apps also in your car. Very convenient. Going into audio, very nice, Sirius satellite radio, and USB, anything you want to hook up to it. Very nice. Even Pandora with your Toyota Entune app. Just to the right of the steering wheel, you can turn on and off your parking sensors, traction control cancel, and also the tow haul button. On the steering wheel you have controls for audio, also of course volume, Bluetooth, and then there's a display here. Press that button and you get some useful information about your trip, also range, and a timer. The gauges look pretty rugged and are nicely laid out. You get oil temperature, regular temperature, of course gas gauge, and you also get a voltmeter too. Nice. The one on the left controls your bed light. Here you have your blind spot monitor, and this one's the most fun on the right. Check out what it does. It turns the Tundra into a convertible. Well, sort of. Of course, you get the same cruise control found on all Toyota, Lexus, and Scion cars. And of course, power windows and door locks on the door. You also have a tray here for your cell phone. I like that. 2 cup holders down there, plus some more storage too. Overall, it's a very comfortable and luxurious design. Got your leather and some wood trim too. Of course, with the crew cab, you get 3 extra seats in the back and good leg room too. You also get your own charger and ventilation controls. And in the doors you get 2 cup holders plus of course a control for your window and your own tweeter too. Pull this down and you've got an armrest and 2 cup holders. Another cool feature is you can just lift up the seat and get it out of the way for even more room back here for storage. You can choose 3 different engines for the Tundra and 5 different trim levels. Now you can start with a V6 that has 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. There's also 2 V8s. Smaller option is a 4.6 liter, which makes 310 horsepower and 327 pound-feet of torque. And then there's this one, the iForce 5.7 liter, and that one makes 381 horsepower with 401 pound-feet of torque. And this one gets you to 60 miles per hour in an impressive 6.1 seconds. It'll haul over 2,000 pounds of cargo and tow over 10,000 pounds. Very impressive. Fuel economy is rated at 13 miles per gallon in the city and 17 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 15 miles per gallon overall. So pricing for the Tundra starts out at just under $26,000 and goes all the way up to just over $42,000. Now my limited edition with the big 5.7 liter V8 and also 4x4 all-wheel drive starts out at just under $42,000. Options include the $850 Power Moonroof, the $595 Limited Premium Package, also the $534 Tube Steps, $470 blind spot monitors, a great safety feature, plus the $365 bed liner and tie downs and wheel locks and exhaust tips, and you're out the door with destination at $45,929. Now that's pretty steep, but it is in line with the American competition. I can't help but to notice when driving around in the Tundra here that it kind of feels American. Now I don't think that's a mistake. I think Toyota engineered it to feel like the competition. The seats kind of have the same form, and the finish is very similar to what you'd find on an American truck. So they've really studied the competition, and I think they're trying to fit in. They're not trying to put a Japanese spin on an American truck. That wouldn't work. But this one feels American. And funny thing, it is made in America. It's made in Texas. 75% of the parts are also sourced from America. So this is actually a very American truck. In fact, it's made on a Texas farm that was started in 1794. Hence, there's a special 1794 edition available. Checking out the night look on the Tundra. No complaints. Looks good. It's also really nice to have the blind spot indicator. Very helpful in a vehicle this size. Mash the throttle in the big Tundra and it erupts to life. It's not much for the corners, but it's got enough power to kick the tail out a little bit, a la classic rear-wheel drive sports car handling. And it's a handful, but seems to exhibit nice control in terms of handling, especially for such a beast of a truck. I like the flexibility of having two-wheel drive for fuel economy, but of course having the ability for 4x4 with a four-wheel low as well. Now the Toyota Tundra is a very well-equipped truck, especially in this crew cab form with the big V8 and all-wheel drive. It's really a great truck, tows a lot, holds a lot, and basically does everything you want it to do. The Tundra is a pickup truck for truck people, and that's saying a lot. Now, as I said, I've recently reviewed the Chevy Silverado and also the Dodge Ram 1500 pickup. You can look for my reviews on YouTube of those, but I have to say, the Tundra here is really strong competition for them. Now, of course, if you're a Ford fan, you're always going to be a Ford fan. Dodge, Chevy, the same thing. But the Toyota Tundra here is an excellent truck. And apples to apples, it's really strong competition for those other American trucks. And remember, this one's also made in America with 75% American parts too. Something Toyota should be proud of. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.